Armenians and Greeks enjoy excellent relations due to strong political, cultural, and religious ties cemented through millennia of history. But there seems to be one place on earth where anytime these two brotherly nations come together, all hell breaks loose. The Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem is believed to contain two of the holiest sites in Christianity: the site where Jesus was crucified and the tomb where he was buried and later resurrected. Due to the importance of such a holy site, custody of the church is shared primarily by three orders: Roman Catholic, Greek Orthodox, and Armenian Apostolic. Throughout history, arguments over who controls what part of the church has become a point of contention. That's why in 1757, a status quo was established in Jerusalem and Bethlehem, which pinned down the roles and regulations between the various churches. This also made sure that any property on the church was now permanent and could not be moved without the consent of all the participating factions. You may have heard of the famous Immovable Ladder. It has been in place since at least 1728, at a time when the Ottomans taxed Christian clergy every time they left and re-entered the church. So the window was the only way for the clergy who lived in the church to get out for some fresh air without being taxed. The window, ladder, and ledge all belong to the Armenian church. The ledge served as a balcony for the Armenian clergy, and they reached it via the ladder. In the 19th century, the ladder was used to bring food to Armenian monks who were imprisoned by the Turks. Thanks to the status quo understanding, the ladder is one of the properties of the church that cannot be moved without the consent of all parties, and apart from being temporarily moved twice, has been standing there for over 300 years, as we can see in several old drawings and engravings. Unfortunately, the establishment of the status quo understanding failed to stop the controversy between the various churches. Throughout the years, there have been several arguments between the various churches over the most trivial matters, and nobody seems to have a longer standing feud than the Armenian and Greek churches. Luckily, anytime one of these issues come up, they sit down and hash it out like adults, and if they fail to reach an understanding, these priests, these men of God, do what Jesus would have done and turn the other cheek. Just kidding, they beat the crap out of each other. In 2002, a Greek and Armenian clergyman who were designated to enter the tomb got into a fist fight after a dispute on who would be the first to exit the chamber. In 2004, a door was left open, which was taken as a sign of disrespect by the Greeks, and a fist fight broke out. Many were arrested. In 2006, during the dusting of chandeliers, a Greek monk placed a ladder in the Armenian territory and several men landed in the hospital. In 2008, a brawl broke out when a Greek monk was ejected from the building. Police were called to the scene but got attacked as well. Later, in 2008 again, an Armenian priest found his path to Jesus' tomb blocked by a Greek monk. Fists began flying and 2 Armenian clerics were arrested. In 2011, either a Greek or Armenian clergyman accidentally pushed his broom to the space controlled by the other, and brooms went flying. Despite the occasional disagreements, religious services take place in the church with regularity and coexistence is generally peaceful. It's just really funny when it's not. Okay, so why doesn't the faction that control the doors just keep all the others out? Because unlike the rest of the church, the doors, are not controlled by any of the Christian factions. During the Crusades, when the church fell to the Muslims, Saladin, who happens to be one of my favorite historical figures, assigned the doorkeeping responsibilities to two Muslim families, the Nusayba and the Judah. Every time the doors were to be opened, a member of the Judah family brings the key, and a member of the Nusayba family uses the key to open the door. A ceremony that has lasted over 800 years. If you enjoyed this video, check out my short video on what the Greek historian and soldier Xenophon wrote about his time spent in Armenia in the 5th century BC to better understand the nature of Armenian-Greek friendship that's been ingrained in history.